Sheikh Hasina was left square bracket the right square bracket, nay Sheikh, born the 28th of September 1947, is a Bangladeshi politician who has served as the 10th Prime Minister of Bangladesh since January 2009. Hasina was among Time's 100 most influential people in the world in 2018 left square bracket 1 right square bracket. As the autocratic regime of Hussein Mohammad Ershad came to an end, Hasina, leader of the Awami League, AL, and daughter of the founding father and first president of Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, lost the 1991 election to Khaleda Zia, with whom she had collaborated against Ershad. Left square bracket 2 right square bracket left square bracket 3 right square bracket. As leader of the opposition, Hasina accused Zia's Bangladesh Nationalist Party (BNP) of electoral dishonesty and boycotted the parliament, which was followed by violent demonstrations and political turmoil. Left square bracket 4 right square bracket Zia resigned to a caretaker government, followed by Hasina becoming prime minister after the June 1996 election. While the country began to experience economic growth and a reduction in poverty, it remained in political tumult during her first term, which ended in July 2001 after an electoral defeat from Zia. This was the first full 5-year term for a Bangladeshi prime minister since it became an independent country. During the 2006 and 2008 political crisis, Hasina was detained on extortion charges. After her release from jail, she won the 2008 election. In 2014, she was re-elected for a third term in an election that was boycotted by the BNP and criticized by international observers. In 2017, after nearly 1 million Rohingya entered the country, fleeing genocide in Myanmar, Hasina received credit and praise for giving them refuge and assistance. She won her fourth term after the 2018 election, which was marred with violence and criticized by the opposition as being rigged. Having served for a combined total of over 19 years, she is the longest-serving prime minister in the history of Bangladesh. As of the 1st of November 2023, she is the world's longest-serving female head of government in history. Left square bracket 5 right square bracket left square bracket 6 right square bracket left square bracket 7 right square bracket. Under her tenure as prime minister, Bangladesh has experienced democratic backsliding. Human Rights Watch documented widespread enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings under her government. Many politicians and journalists have been systematically and judicially punished for challenging her views. Left square bracket 8 right square bracket left square bracket 9 right square bracket. In 2021, Reporters Without Borders gave a negative assessment of Hasina's media policy for curbing press freedom in Bangladesh since 2014. Left square bracket 10 right square bracket. She was ranked as the 59th most powerful woman in the world by Forbes magazine in 2015. Left square bracket 11 right square bracket and 42nd consecutively in 2018 and 2022. Left square bracket 12 right square bracket left square bracket 13 right square bracket left square bracket 14 right square bracket, including the United Nations Champions of the Earth Award in 2015. Left square bracket 15 right square bracket. She was listed among 100 leading global thinkers in 2019. Left square bracket 16 right square bracket. Early life. See also Sheikh and Ashwaz family and the 15th of August 1975 Bangladesh coup d'etat. Hasina was born on the 28th of September 1947 to the Bengali Muslim Sheikh family of Tungipura in East Bengal. Left square bracket 17 right square bracket. Her father was Bengali nationalist leader Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and her mother was Begum Fazilatunnisa Mujib. Left square bracket 18 right square bracket left square bracket 19 right square bracket. She has Iraqi Arab ancestry through both her paternal and maternal sides of family. Her clan were direct descendants of Muslim preacher Sheikh al-Darwish of Baghdad, who had arrived in Bengal in the late Mughal era. Left square bracket 20 right square bracket. Hasina grew up in Tungipura during her early childhood under the care of her mother and grandmother. When the family moved to Dhaka, they initially lived in the neighborhood of Seganbajicha. Left square bracket 21 right square bracket. When her father became a government minister in 1954, they lived on 3 Minto Road. In the 1950s, her father also worked in the Alpha Insurance Company, aside from his political activities. Left square bracket 21 right square bracket. In the 1960s, the family moved into a home built by her father on Road 32 in Dhanmondi. In many interviews and speeches, Hasina talked about growing up, while her father was held, as a political prisoner by the Pakistani government. Left square bracket 22 right square bracket. In one interview, she remarked that, for instance, after the United Front ministry was elected in 1954, and we were living in No 3 Minto Road, one day, my mother told us that father had been arrested the night before. Then we used to visit him in jail, and we always realized that he was put in jail so often, because he loved the people. Left square bracket 23 right square bracket. Hasina and her siblings had very little time to spend with their father because of his preoccupation with politics. Left square bracket 23 right square bracket. Education and marriage. Sheikh Hasina attended primary school in her village of Tungipara. When her family moved to Dhaka, she attended the Azimpur Girls' School. She enrolled for a bachelor's degree at Eden College. She was elected as the vice president of the Students' Union in Eden College between 1966 and 1967. Left square bracket 24 right square bracket. In 1967, Hasina married M.A. Wasdbaya, who was a Bengali nuclear scientist with a doctorate in physics from Birmingham. Left square bracket 25 right square bracket. Hasina studied Bengali literature at Dhaka University, from where she graduated in 1973. Left square bracket 24 right square bracket. Left square bracket 26 right square bracket. Left square bracket 27 right square bracket. Left square bracket 28 right square bracket. Hasina lived in Rokia Hall, which was founded in 1938 as the women's dormitory of Dhaka University, and later named after feminist Begum Rokia. Left square bracket 29 right square bracket. Left square bracket 24 right square bracket. She was involved in the politics of the Students' League and was elected as the General Secretary of the Women's Unit in Rokia Hall. Left square bracket 24 right square bracket. Family murder, exile and return. Except for her husband, children and sister Sheikh Husana, Hasina's entire family was murdered during the 15th of August 1975 Bangladeshi coup d'etat, which saw the assassination of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Hasina, Wasd and Rihana were visiting Europe at the time of the assassination. They took refuge in the house of the Bangladeshi ambassador to West Germany, before taking up an offer of political asylum from Prime Minister Indira Gandhi of India. Left square bracket 30 right square bracket. Left square bracket 31 right square bracket. Left square bracket 32 right square bracket. The surviving members of the family lived in exile in New Delhi, India for 6 years. Left square bracket 33 right square bracket. Left square bracket 34 right square bracket. Hasina was barred from entering Bangladesh by the military government of Ziaur Rahman. Left square bracket 35 right square bracket. After she was elected president of the Awami League on 16 February 1981, Hasina returned home on the 17th of May 1981 and received a welcome from thousands of Awami League supporters. Left square bracket 22 right square bracket. Left square bracket 36 right square bracket. Early political career: movement against military rule, 1981 and 1991. While living in exile in India, Hasina was elected president of the Awami League, AL, in 1981. Left square bracket 37 right square bracket. The AL has been described as a left-of-center party. Left square bracket 38 right square bracket. Left square bracket 39 right square bracket. Left square bracket 40 right square bracket. Under martial law, Hasina was in and out of detention throughout the 1980s. In 1984, she was put under house arrest in February and again in November. In March 1985, she was put under house arrest for another 3 months. Left square bracket 41 right square bracket. Left square bracket 42 right square bracket. Hasina and the AL participated in the 1986 Bangladeshi general election held under President Hussein Muhammad Ershad. She served as the leader of the parliamentary opposition in 1986 and 1987. Left square bracket 18 right square bracket. She led an 8-party alliance as opposition against Ershad. Left square bracket 43 right square bracket. Hasina's decision to take part in the election had been criticized by her opponents, since the election was held under martial law, and the other main opposition group boycotted the poll. However, her supporters maintained that she used the platform effectively to challenge Ershad's rule. Ershad dissolved the parliament in December 1987 when Hasina and her Awami League resigned in an attempt to call for a fresh general election to be held under a neutral government. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket during November and December in 1987. A mass uprising happened in Dhaka and several people were killed, including Noor Hossain, an Awami League activist and support of Hasina. Left square bracket 44 right square bracket. Her party, along with the Bangladesh Nationalist Party (BNP) under Khaleda Zia, continued to work to restore democratically elected government, which they achieved, after a constitutional referendum returning the country to a parliamentary form of government. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. The subsequent parliamentary general election in 1991 was won by the BNP. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. Leader of the opposition, 1991 and 1996. After several years of autocratic rule, widespread protests and strikes had paralyzed the economy. Government officers refused to follow orders and resigned. Members of the Bangladesh Rifles laid down their weapons instead of firing on protesters, and curfew was openly violated. Hasina worked with Khaleda Zia in organizing opposition to Ershad. Left square bracket to right square bracket. A huge mass protest in December 1990 ousted Ershad from power, when he resigned in favor of his vice president, Justice Shahabuddin Ahmed, the Chief Justice of the Bangladesh Supreme Court. The caretaker government, headed by Ahmed, administered a general election for the parliament. The Bangladesh Nationalist Party led by Khaleda Zia won a general majority, and Hasina's Awami League emerged as the largest opposition party. Left square bracket 3 right square bracket. Of the 3 constituencies Hasina contested, she lost in 2 and won in 1. Accepting defeat, she offered her resignation as the party president but stayed on at the request of party leaders. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. Politics in Bangladesh took a decisive turn in 1994, after a by-election in Maghera 2, left square bracket 45 right square bracket held after the death of the member of parliament for that constituency, a member of Hasina's party. The Awami League had expected to win back the seat, but the BNP candidate won through rigging and manipulation, according to the neutral observer who came to witness the election. Left square bracket 4 right square bracket. Hasina led the Bangladesh Awami League in boycotting the parliament from 1994. Left square bracket 46 right square bracket. Relations between Hasina and Zia nosedived after this. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. First Premiership, 1996 and 2001. See also, First Hasina Ministry. Hasina with U.S. President Bill Clinton at the Prime Minister's office in Dhaka, 2000. The Awami League, AL, with other opposition parties, demanded that the next general elections be held under a neutral caretaker government, and that provision for caretaker governments to manage elections be incorporated in the constitution. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. The ruling Bangladesh Nationalist Party (BNP) refused to act on these demands. Left square bracket 47 right square bracket. Opposition parties launched an unprecedented campaign, calling strikes for weeks on end. The government accused them of destroying the economy, while the opposition countered that the BNP could resolve the issue by acceding to their demands. In late 1995, the members of parliament of the AL and other parties resigned en masse. Parliament completed its 5-year term and the February 1996 general election was held. The election was boycotted by all major parties, except the ruling BNP, who won all the seats in the parliament as a result. Hasina described the election as a farce. Left square bracket 48 right square bracket. Left square bracket 49 right square bracket. The new parliament, composed almost entirely of BNP members, amended the constitution to create provisions for a caretaker government (CTG). The June 1996 general election was held under a neutral caretaker government headed by retired Chief Justice Muhammad Habibur Rahman. The AL won 146 seats, a plurality, but fell short of a simple majority. Khaleda Zia, leader of the BNP who won 104 seats, denounced the results and alleged vote rigging. This was in contrast with the neutral observers who said that the election was free and fair. Left square bracket 50 right square bracket. Hasina served her first term as Prime Minister of Bangladesh from June 1996 to July 2001. She signed the 30-year water-sharing treaty with India governing the Ganges, Her administration repealed the Indemnity Act, which granted immunity from prosecution to the killers of Sheikh Mujib. Her government opened up the telecommunications industry to the private sector, which until then was limited to government-owned companies. In December 1997, Hasina's administration signed the Chittagong Hill Tracts Peace Accord, ending the insurgency in the Chittagong Division, for which Hasina won the UNESCO Peace Prize. Her government established the Ashrayan 1 project, while bilateral relations with neighboring states improved. Hasina's government completed the Bangabandhu Bridge mega project in 1998. In 1999, the government started the new industrial policy, NIP, which aimed to strengthen the private sector and encourage growth. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. The Hasina government implemented some reforms to different sectors of the economy, which resulted in the country attaining an average of 5.5% GDP growth. The consumer price index remained at 5%, lower than other developing states who experienced 10% inflation. The fifth five-year plan, 1997 to 2002, of the government placed an emphasis on poverty alleviation programs which provided credit and training to unemployed youths and women. Food grain production increased from 19 million tons to 26.5 million tons, while the poverty rate reduced. A housing fund was established to provide fiscal assistance to those homeless as a result of river erosion. The government launched the Akti Bari Akti Kamar scheme, which accentuated the incomes of the poorer segments of society through household farming. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. The Hasina government adopted the new industrial policy in 1999, which aimed to bolster the private sector and attract foreign direct investment, thus expediting the globalization process. The NIP aimed for 25% of the economy to be industry-based, with 20% of the country's workforce employed in industry. It encouraged the institution of small, cottage and labor-intensive industries with an onus on skill development for women, for employment, development of indigenous technology and industries based on local raw materials. The NIP allowed for foreign investors to own 100% equity in Bangladeshi enterprises without prior approval from the government, and all but 4 sectors of the economy were opened up to the private sector. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. Attempts were made to create a social security system to protect the most vulnerable in society. The Hasina administration introduced an allowance scheme which resulted in 400,000 elderly people receiving monthly allowances. This scheme was later extended to widows, distressed and deserted women. A national foundation devoted to rehabilitation and training of people with disabilities was founded with an initial grant of $100 million funded by the government. The Ashrayan 1 project provided shelter and employment to the homeless. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. Hasina was the first prime minister to engage in a prime minister's question-answer time in the Jatiya Sangsad. The Jatiya Sangsad repealed the Indemnity Act, allowing for the killers of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman to be prosecuted. The government introduced a 4-tier system of local government, including the Gram Parishad, Zilla Parishad and Upazilla Parishad, by passing legislation. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. The Hasina government liberalized the telecommunications industry, initially granting 4 licenses to private companies to provide cellular mobile telephone services. This resulted in the previous state monopoly being disbanded, meaning prices began to reduce and access became more widespread. The government established the Bangladesh Telecommunication Regulatory Commission to regulate the newly liberalized telecommunications industry. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. The government established the National Policy for Women's Advancement, which sought to ensure equality between men and women. The policy aimed to guarantee security and employment, create an educated and skilled workforce, eliminate discrimination and repression against women, establish human rights and end poverty, and ensure participation in socio-economic development. The government introduced 3 reserved seats for women in all Union Parishad election in December 1997. Hasina's cabinet approved the National Plan of Action for Children in 1999 to ensure rights and improved upbringing. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. Hasina attended the World Microcredit Summit in Washington, D.C., the World Food Summit in Rome, the Inter-Parliamentary Union Conference in India, the OIC Summit in Pakistan, the 9th SAARC Summit in the Maldives, the first G8 Summit in Turkey, the 5th World Conference for the Aged in Germany, the Commonwealth Summit in the UK and the OIC Summit in Iran. Hasina also visited the United States, Saudi Arabia, Japan, the Philippines and Indonesia. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. Bangladesh joined two multilateral bodies, the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, BIMSTEC, and G8 Organization for Economic Cooperation, G8. She became the first Bangladeshi Prime Minister, since independence, to complete an entire 5-year term. Left square bracket 18 right square bracket. In the 2001 general election, despite winning 40% of the popular vote, slightly less than BNP's 41%, BAL won just 62 seats in parliament, as a result of the first past the post electoral system, while the four-party alliance led by BNP won 234 seats, giving them a 2/3 majority in parliament. Hasina herself ran in 3 constituencies, left square bracket 52 right square bracket, and was defeated in a constituency in Rangpur, which included her husband's hometown, but won in 2 other seats. Hasina and the AL rejected the results, claiming that the election was rigged with the assistance of the president and the caretaker government. The international community was largely satisfied with the elections, and the four-party alliance went on to form a government. Left square bracket 53 right square bracket. Leader of the opposition, 2001 and 2008, the Awami League MPs were irregular in attending parliament during the following period. Left square bracket 54 right square bracket. In late 2003, the Awami League started its first major anti-government movement, culminating in the declaration by Party General Secretary Abdul Jalal that the government would fall before 30 April 2004. This failed to happen and was seen as a blow to the party and Hasina, who had implicitly supported Jalal. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. Assassination attempt, 2004. See also, 2004 Dhaka grenade attack during her second term as leader of the opposition. Political unrest and violence increased. MP Hasanullah Master died, after he was shot in May 2004. This was followed by a grenade attack on the 21st of August on an Awami League gathering in Dhaka, resulting in the death of 24 party supporters, including Idi Rahman, party women's secretary. In October 2018, a special court gave verdicts in 2 cases filed over the incident. The court ruled that it was a well-orchestrated plan executed through abuse of state power, and all the accused, including BNP senior vice chairman Tariq Rahman, in absentia, and former top intelligence officials, were found guilty. The court prescribed various punishments. Left square bracket 55 right square bracket. Sam Skibria, Hasina's close advisor and former finance minister, was assassinated that year, 2004, in a grenade attack in Sylhet. Left square bracket 56 right square bracket. Left square bracket 57 right square bracket. In June 2005, ABN Mohyeddin Chowdhury, the incumbent AL mayor, won an important election in Chittagong, the second largest city in Bangladesh. This election was seen as a showdown between the opposition and the ruling party. Left square bracket 58 right square bracket. Laji Boitha movement. See also, Laji Boitha movement. In October 2006, Sheikh Hasina and Awami League launched the Laji Boitha movement, where thousands of Awami League workers started occupying different streets of Dhaka with boat hooks and oars for several days. This resulted in a number of casualties, vandalisms, lootings, as well as soaring prices of daily commodities. Left square bracket 59 right square bracket. Left square bracket 60 right square bracket. Left square bracket 61 right square bracket. Left square bracket 62 right square bracket. Left square bracket 63 right square bracket. In May 2007, the police filed charge sheet against 19 leaders and activists of the Awami League and its affiliates for vandalizing, setting fire to and looting the office of the Islamic Social Welfare Council, but all of them were acquitted in court. In June 2011, left square bracket 64 right square bracket. Detention during military intervention, 2006 and 2008. The months preceding the planned 22 January 2007 elections were filled with political unrest and controversy. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. Following the end of Khaleda Zia's government in October 2006, there were protests and strikes, during which 40 people were killed in the following month, over uncertainty about who would head the caretaker government. The caretaker government had difficulty bringing all parties to the table. The AL and its allies protested and alleged that the caretaker government favored the BNP. Left square bracket 65 right square bracket. The interim period was marred with violence and strikes. Left square bracket 66 right square bracket left square bracket 67 right square bracket. Presidential advisor Mukhlisur Rahman Chowdhury negotiated with Hasina and Khaleda Zia and brought all the parties to the planned 22 January 2007 parliamentary elections. Later the nomination of Urshid was cancelled by the returning officer of the Election Commission, as Urshid had been convicted on a corruption case. Left square bracket 68 right square bracket left square bracket 69 right square bracket. As a result, the Grand Alliance withdrew its candidates en masse on the last day possible. They demanded that a voter's roll be published. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. Later in the month, President Ayajuddin Ahmed was compelled to declare a state of emergency. Consequently, Lt. General Muinuddin Ahmed took control of the government. Left square bracket 70 right square bracket political activity was prohibited. Fakhruddin Ahmed became the chief advisor with the support of the Bangladesh Army. Left square bracket 71 right square bracket left square bracket 72 right square bracket left square bracket 73 right square bracket. Hasina went to the United States Embassy on the 14th of March 2007 along with Kezi Zatharullah and Tariq Ahmed Siddiq. Left square bracket 74 right square bracket. She would fly the next day to the United States accompanied by Tariq Ahmed Siddiq and Abdus Sabhan Gulab. Left square bracket 74 right square bracket. She visited her son and daughter who live in the United States. Left square bracket 75 right square bracket. She then moved to the United Kingdom. Left square bracket 76 right square bracket. In April 2007, Hasina was charged with graft and extortion by the military-backed caretaker government during the 2006 and 2008 political crisis. She was accused of having forced businessman Tajul Islam Farooq to pay bribes in 1998, before his company could build a power plant. Farooq said that he paid Hasina for approving his project. Left square bracket 77 right square bracket. On 18 April 2007, the government barred Hasina from returning, stating that she had made provocative statements and that her return could cause disorder. This was described as a temporary measure. The caretaker government had also been trying to get Khaleda Zia to leave the country. Left square bracket 78 right square bracket. Hasina vowed to return home, and on 22 April 2007, a warrant was issued for her arrest for murder. Left square bracket 79 right square bracket left square bracket 80 right square bracket. Describing the case against her as totally false and fake, Hasina said that she wanted to defend herself against the charges in court. On 23 April 2007, the arrest warrant was suspended. Left square bracket 81 right square bracket. And on 25 April 2007, the ban on Hasina's entry was dropped. Left square bracket 82 right square bracket. After spending 51 days in the United States and the United Kingdom, on the 7th of May 2007 Hasina returned to Dhaka, where she was greeted by a crowd of several thousand. She told reporters that the government should not have delayed her return. Left square bracket 83 right square bracket. On the 16th of July 2007, Hasina was arrested by police at her home and taken before a local court in Dhaka. Left square bracket 84 right square bracket. She was accused of extortion and denied bail, and was held in a building converted into jail on the premises of the National Parliament. The AL said the arrest was politically motivated. Left square bracket 85 right square bracket. On the 17th of July 2007, the Anti-Corruption Commission sent notices to both Hasina and Khaleda Zia, instructing them to provide details of their assets within 1 week. Left square bracket 86 right square bracket. Hasina's son Sajib was out of the country and said he would try to organize a worldwide protest. These arrests of the political leaders were widely seen as a move by the military-backed interim government to force Hasina and Zia out of the country and into political exile. Left square bracket 87 right square bracket left square bracket 88 right square bracket United Kingdom MPs condemned the arrest. Left square bracket 89 right square bracket. On 11 April 2007, the police filed murder charges against Hasina, alleging that she masterminded the killing in October 2006 of 4 supporters of a rival political party. The 4 alleged victims were beaten to death during clashes between the AL and rival party activists. Left square bracket 90 right square bracket Hasina was visiting the United States at the time. Left square bracket 91 right square bracket. On the 30th of July 2007, the High Court suspended Hasina's extortion trial and ordered her release on bail. Left square bracket 92 right square bracket. On the 2nd of September 2007, an additional case was filed against Hasina by the Anti-Corruption Commission regarding the awarding of a contract for the construction of a power plant in 1997, for which she allegedly took a bribe of 30 million takas and kept the contract from going to the lowest bidder. 6 others were also accused of involvement. Left square bracket 93 right square bracket left square bracket 94 right square bracket. A graft case was filed against Zia on the same day. Left square bracket 93 right square bracket. On 13 January 2008, Hasina was indicted on extortion charges by a special court along with 2 of her relatives, her sister Sheikh Hana and her cousin Sheikh Selim. Left square bracket 95 right square bracket. On 6 February, the High Court stopped the trial, ruling that she could not be prosecuted under emergency laws for crimes alleged to have been committed prior to the imposition of the state of emergency. Left square bracket 96 right square bracket. On the 11th of June 2008, Hasina was released on parole for medical reasons. The next day she flew to the United States to be treated for hearing impairment, eye problems and high blood pressure. Left square bracket 97 right square bracket left square bracket 98 right square bracket. Said Mudassir Ali, her personal physician, threatened to sue the caretaker government over negligence regarding Hasina's treatment during her detention. Left square bracket 99 right square bracket. The caretaker government held mayoral elections in which AL won 12 out of 13 elections. The government extended her 2-month medical parole by 1 more month. Left square bracket 100 right square bracket. Second Premiership, 2009 and present, second term, 2009 and 2014. See also, Second Hasina Ministry. Hasina with British Prime Minister David Cameron at 10 Downing Street, January 2011. On the 6th of November 2008, Hasina returned to Bangladesh to contest the 2008 general election scheduled for the 29th of December. Left square bracket 101 right square bracket. She decided to participate in the parliamentary election under the banner of the Grand Alliance with the Jatiya Party, led by Hussain Muhammad Ershad, as its main partner. On the 11th of December 2008, Hasina formally announced her party's election manifesto during a news conference, and vowed to build a digital Bangladesh by 2021. Left square bracket 102 right square bracket. The AL manifesto was entitled A Charter for Change and included the party's commitment to Vision 2021. The manifesto included pledges to implement measures to reduce price hikes, combat corruption by strengthening the independent act and submission of annual wealth statements by influential people, introduction of a long-term policy towards power and energy, increasing power generation to 7,000 megawatts by 2013, bringing vibrancy to the agriculture sector and extending the safety net to the poor, creating good governance and curtailing terrorism and religious extremism, prosecution of 1971 war criminals, ensuring an independent and impartial judiciary, reforming the electoral system, strengthening the Human Rights Commission and depoliticizing the administration. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket. Her Awami League and the Grand Alliance, a total of 14 parties, won the 2008 general election with a 2/3 majority, having won 230 out of 299 seats. Left square bracket 103 right square bracket. Khalida Zia, leader of the BNP-led coalition, four-party alliance, rejected the results of the election by accusing the chief election commissioner of stage managing the parliamentary election. Left square bracket 104 right square bracket. Hasina was sworn into office as Prime Minister for a second term on 6 January 2009. Independent observers declared that the elections were held in a festive and peaceful atmosphere. Left square bracket 105 right square bracket. After being elected Prime Minister, Hasina reneged on her agreement with the JTI party to make Urshid its leader, the president. Left square bracket 106 right square bracket. Hasina's term as the Prime Minister witnessed worsening security situation that includes the Bangladesh Rifles revolt in 2009 which killed 56 officers of Bangladesh Army, for which Hasina removed Awami League Central Committee members who supported reforms forced by the previous caretaker government. Left square bracket 107 right square bracket. She had to confront a major national crisis in the form of the 2009 Bangladesh Rifles revolt over a pay dispute, which resulted in 56 deaths, including Bangladesh Army officers. Left square bracket 108 right square bracket. Left square bracket 109 right square bracket. Hasina was blamed by the army officers due to her refusal to intervene against the revolt. Left square bracket 110 right square bracket. Left square bracket 111 right square bracket. Left square bracket 112 right square bracket. Left square bracket 113 right square bracket. However, in 2009, a recording emerged of Hasina's private meeting with army officers, who expressed their anger with how she had not reacted more decisively in the revolt's early stages by ordering an armed raid of the BTR Rifles compound. They believed that her efforts to appease the revolt's leaders delayed needed action which led to more deaths. Left square bracket 110 right square bracket. Left square bracket 111 right square bracket. In a 2011 The Daily Star editorial, she was commended for her sagacious handling of the situation which resulted in the prevention of a further bloodbath. Left square bracket 111 right square bracket. In 2011, the parliament removed the law that required non-party caretaker government hold elections. Left square bracket 114 right square bracket. In 2012, she maintained a hardline stance and refused to allow entry to Rohingya refugees fleeing Myanmar during the 2012 Rakhine state riots. Left square bracket 115 right square bracket. Hasina with Russian President Vladimir Putin at the Kremlin in January 2013. On the 27th of June 2013, a case against Hasina and 24 other Bangladeshi ministers and security personnel was lodged at the International Criminal Court, ICC, for the alleged violation of human rights. Left square bracket 116 right square bracket. She has been credited internationally for the achievement of some of the United Nations Millennium Development Goals. Left square bracket 117 right square bracket. In 2012 a coup attempt against her by mid-ranking army officers was stopped, with the Bangladesh army being tipped off by an Indian intelligence agency. Left square bracket 118 right square bracket. The Bangladesh army described the army officers involved as being Islamist extremists. Left square bracket 119 right square bracket. In 2012, she had a falling out with Muhammad Yunus, Nobel laureate and founder of Grameen Bank, following a Norwegian documentary that was critical of Yunus's transferring of money from Grameen Bank to an affiliate organization. Yunus transferred the money back after the documentary aired, but it increased scrutiny of the bank by the government and media in Bangladesh. Yunus lost control of his bank following a court verdict. He criticized Hasina and other Bangladeshi politicians. She responded by saying she did not understand why Yunus blamed her, when it was a court verdict that removed him from Grameen Bank. Left square bracket 120 right square bracket. During this term, her government led and succeeded in forming the International Crimes Tribunal to investigate and prosecute suspects involved in the Bangladesh genocide committed by the Pakistan Army and their local collaborators, Razakars, al-Badra, and al-Shams during the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971. Left square bracket 121 right square bracket. Third term, 2014 and 2019. See also, Third Hasina Ministry. Hasina with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. 2018 Hasina secured a second consecutive term in office with her ruling Awami League and its Grand Alliance allies, winning the 2014 general election by a landslide. The election was boycotted by leading opposition parties due to unfair conditions and a lack of nonpartisan administration to conduct elections. Left square bracket 122 right square bracket. As a result, the AL-led Grand Alliance won 267 seats, out of which 153 were uncontested, surpassing its 2008 poll success and edge, when it secured 263 parliamentary seats. Left square bracket 123 right square bracket. Sheikh Hasina's Awami League has run Bangladesh since 2009 and won 288 seats in this election. Left square bracket 124 right square bracket. One of the leading opposition parties accused it of using stuffed ballot boxes. Left square bracket 123 right square bracket. The election was boycotted by major opposition parties including the BNP. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. The election was controversial, with reports of violence and an alleged crackdown on the opposition in the run-up to the election. In the election 153 seats, of 300, went uncontested, of which the Awami League won 127 by default. Left square bracket 125 right square bracket. Left square bracket 126 right square bracket. Hasina's Awami League won a safe parliamentary majority with a total of 234 seats. Left square bracket 127 right square bracket. Left square bracket 128 right square bracket. As a result of the boycott and violence, voter turnout was lower than the previous few elections at only 51%. The day after the result, Hasina said that the boycott should not mean there will be a question of legitimacy. Left square bracket 129 right square bracket. Left square bracket 130 right square bracket. People participated in the poll and other parties participated. Despite the controversy, Hasina went on to form a government with Urshid's Jatiya Party, who won 34 seats, as the official opposition. Left square bracket 131 right square bracket. Left square bracket 132 right square bracket. Hasina with G7 leaders and guests, Shimakanko Hotel in Japan, 2016. The BNP wanted the elections to be held under a neutral caretaker government and had hoped to use protests to force the government to do so. Left square bracket 133 right square bracket. Left square bracket 134 right square bracket. The period also saw increasing attacks by Islamic extremists in the country, including the July 2016 Dhaka attack, which has been described as deadliest Islamist attack in Bangladeshi history by BBC. Left square bracket 135 right square bracket. According to experts, the Hasina-led government's repression of political opposition as well as shrinking democratic and civic space has created the space for extremist groups to flourish and has generated a violent backlash from Islamist groups. Left square bracket 136 right square bracket. In March 2017, Bangladesh's first two submarines were commissioned. Left square bracket 137 right square bracket. In September 2017, Hasina's government granted refuge and aid to around 1 million Rohingya refugees and urged Myanmar to end violence against the Rohingya community. Left square bracket 138 right square bracket. The majority of the Bangladeshi people supported the government's decision to provide refugee status to the Rohingya. Hasina received credit and praise for her actions. Left square bracket 139 right square bracket. Hasina supported calls to remove the statue of justice in front of the Supreme Court. This was seen as the government bowing down to the pressure of those who use religion for political ends. Left square bracket 140 right square bracket. Hasina is a patron of the Asian University for Women, led by Chancellor Chiri Blair, and including the First Lady of Japan, Aki Abe, as well as Irina Bokova, the Director General of UNESCO. Left square bracket 141 right square bracket. Fourth term, 2019 and edge present. See also, Fourth Hasina Ministry. Hasina won her third consecutive term, her fourth overall, when her Awami League won 288 of the 300 parliamentary seats. The leader of the main opposition alliance, Kamal Hossain, declared the vote farcical and rejected the results. Before the election, Human Rights Watch and other rights organizations had accused the government of creating an intimidating environment for the opposition. Left square bracket 142 right square bracket. The New York Times editorial board described the election as farcical. The editorial stated that it was likely Hasina would have won without vote rigging and questioned why she did so. Left square bracket 143 right square bracket. The BNP, the main opposition party that has been out of power for 12 years and boycotted the 2014 general election, fared extremely poorly. Winning only 8 seats, the party and its Jatiya Front Alliance have been marginalized to the weakest opposition ever, since Bangladesh's post-Ershad democratic restoration in 1991 left square bracket 144 right square bracket. Hasina in the 18th NAM Summit in May 2021, Hasina provided the inaugural address for the opening of a new headquarters for the Bangladesh Post Office, named the Dak Bhavan. In her address, Hasina urged for further development of the postal service in response to the COVID-19 pandemic in Bangladesh. Developmental measures outlined in the address include continuing the service's digital transformation, and the construction of cooling units in postal warehouses to pave the way for the sending of perishable food by mail. Left square bracket 145 right square bracket. Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon with Hasina in COP26 in 2021. In January 2022, the government passed a law in the Jatiya Sangsad establishing the Universal Pension Scheme. All Bangladeshi citizens, including expatriates, between 18 and 60 years old are eligible to receive a monthly stipend under the scheme. Left square bracket 146 right square bracket. By the end of fiscal year 2021-22, Bangladesh's external debt reached $95.86 billion, a 238% increase from 2011. Left square bracket 147 right square bracket. The period is also marked by massive irregularities in the banking sector of the country, where the amount of default loans went from less than to 3,000 crore $2.1 billion in 2009. Left square bracket 148 right square bracket to more than to 5,000 crore $3 billion in 2019 according to IMF. Left square bracket 149 right square bracket. In July 2022, the Finance Ministry requested fiscal assistance from the International Monetary Fund. The government cited depleting foreign exchange reserves as a result of the sanctions in response to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. A staff-level agreement was reached in November 2022 and in January 2023, the IMF agreed to supply a support program totaling $4.7 billion, consisting of $3.3 billion under the Extended Credit Facility and $1.4 billion under the new Resilience and Sustainability Facility. The IMF stated support package will help preserve macroeconomic stability, protect the vulnerable and foster inclusive and green growth. Left square bracket 150 right square bracket. In December 2022, anti-government protests broke out, linked to the rising costs, demanding the resignation of the Prime Minister. Left square bracket 151 right square bracket. On the 28th of December, Hasina opened the first phase of Dhaka Metro Rail, the country's first mass rapid transit system from Mathura to Agargaon. Left square bracket 152 right square bracket. During the 2023 G20 New Delhi Summit, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had a bilateral meeting with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to discuss diversifying India-Bangladesh cooperation, including areas like connectivity and commercial linkages. Left square bracket 153 right square bracket. She was accompanied by her daughter Saima Wazd, who is a candidate for a election. Left square bracket 154 right square bracket. The summit also provided an opportunity for Sheikh Hasina to meet other global leaders and strengthen Bangladesh's bilateral ties. Left square bracket 155 right square bracket. Hasina addressing a party rally in Kodalipura, Gopalganj in February 2023. Controversies. The Padma Bridge graft scandal was a political incident in Bangladesh that involved the ruling Awami League government that allegedly sought, in exchange for the awarding of the construction contract, a large amount of money from the Canadian construction company SNC Lavalin. The allegations were subsequently found to be false and without merit, and a Canadian court subsequently dismissed the case. Left square bracket 156 right square bracket. As a result of the allegations, The World Bank pulled out of a project to provide funding for the Padma Bridge, citing corruption concerns, canceling $1024.1.346 crore US $950 million of credit for the 6 km long, 4 miles, road rail bridge over the Padma River. Left square bracket 157 right square bracket. One of the individuals implicated was Minister of Communications Saad Abul Hussain, who subsequently resigned and was later acquitted of any wrongdoing. Left square bracket 158 right square bracket. On the 11th of July 2012, BNP General Secretary Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said the Awami League government should make public a letter sent by the World Bank, wherein the bank brought graft charges against Hasina and 3 other figures. Left square bracket 159 right square bracket. On 17 January 2016, Hasina stated that a managing director of a bank in the United States provoked the World Bank to cancel the loan. Left square bracket 160 right square bracket. The bridge was eventually constructed with the government's own funds and was inaugurated in June 2022 at a cost of $30,193.39 crore US $3.6 billion. Left square bracket 161 right square bracket. Much higher than the original projected cost of $10,161.75 crore US $950 million. Left square bracket 162 right square bracket. On 24 January 2017, in a speech in Parliament, Prime Minister Hasina blamed Muhammad Yunus for the World Bank's pulling out of the project. Left square bracket 163 right square bracket. According to her, Yunus lobbied with the former United States Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to persuade the World Bank to terminate the loan. Left square bracket 164 right square bracket. On 10 February 2017, a justice of the Superior Court of Ontario dismissed the bribery conspiracy case for lack of any evidence. Left square bracket 156 right square bracket. In 2018, Hasina's government passed the controversial Digital Security Act, 2018, under which any criticism deemed inappropriate by the government over the internet or any other media could be punished by prison terms of various degrees. This was heavily criticized both domestically and internationally for suppressing people's freedom of speech, as well as undermining press freedom in Bangladesh. Left square bracket 165 right square bracket. Left square bracket 166 right square bracket. Left square bracket 167 right square bracket. Left square bracket 168 right square bracket. Left square bracket 169 right square bracket. In December 2022, the Hasina government ordered the closure of 191 websites accused of publishing anti-state news citing intelligence reports. Dhaka district authorities ordered the closure of Dainik Dinkle, which is owned by Tariq Rahman of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party (BNP). Dainik Dinkle appealed the order to the Bangladesh Press Council, who dismissed their appeal in February 2022, resulting in its closure. Left square bracket 170 right square bracket. The move has been criticized by government opponents who claim the move is an attempt to stifle opposition to the government. Left square bracket 170 right square bracket. The government claimed Dainik Dinkle violated Articles 10, 11, 16, 21, 1, cat of the Printing Presses and Publications Declaration and Registration Act, 1973, as it had irregular publication and its publisher was a convicted felon. Left square bracket 171 right square bracket. Personal life. In 1968, Hasina married M.A. Wazdbaya, 1942-2009, a Bangladeshi physicist, writer, and chairman of the Bangladesh Atomic Energy Commission. Left square bracket 17 right square bracket. Left square bracket 18 right square bracket. She has a son, Sajid Wazd, and a daughter, Saima Wazd. Left square bracket 17 right square bracket. Saima's father-in-law is a former Minister of Expatriates Welfare and Overseas Employment and LGBT Kandikram Sharaf Hussain. Left square bracket 172 right square bracket. Hasina's only living sibling, Sheikh Hana, served as the advisor of Tumgipura Pezila Unit Awami League in Gopalganj in 2017. Left square bracket 173 right square bracket. Hasina's niece and Sheikh Hana's daughter is Julep Siddiq, the UK politician serving as Member of Parliament for the Hampstead and Kilburn constituency. Throughout her political career, Sheikh Hasina has survived a total of 19 assassination attempts on her life. Left square bracket 174 right square bracket Hasina suffers from a hearing impairment as a result of injuries sustained during the 2004 grenade attack. Left square bracket 175 right square bracket. Bibliography. Black and white. Left square bracket 176 right square bracket Democracy in Distress Demeaned Humanity. Left square bracket 177 right square bracket. Sheikh Rassel. Left square bracket 178 right square bracket. We came here to speak for the people. Left square bracket 179 right square bracket. Sheikh Hasina on developing international relations. Left square bracket 180 right square bracket Living in Tears. Left square bracket 181 right square bracket. Question mark left square bracket 182 right square bracket. Question mark left square bracket 183 right square bracket. Militarism versus democracy. Left square bracket 184 right square bracket Development for the masses. Left square bracket 185 right square bracket Democracy, Poverty Elimination and Peace. Left square bracket 186 right square bracket Endangered Democracy, Oppressed Humanity. Left square bracket 187 right square bracket People and Democracy. Left square bracket 188 right square bracket Can't tolerate the insults of humanity. Left square bracket 189 right square bracket Why they are dumpster diving. Left square bracket 190 right square bracket The birth of autocracy in Bangladesh. Left square bracket 191 right square bracket Sheikh Mujib in Bangladesh Parliament. Left square bracket 192 right square bracket Sheikh Mujib, my father. Left square bracket 193 right square bracket Beyond the green field. Left square bracket 194 right square bracket Few thoughts on eradicating poverty. Left square bracket 195 right square bracket Left square bracket 196 right square bracket Selected 100 speeches. Left square bracket 197 right square bracket Selected essay. Left square bracket 198 right square bracket The Quest for Vision 2021 and Edge first part. Left square bracket 199 right square bracket The Quest for Vision 2021 and Edge second part. Left square bracket 200 right square bracket Muqtada Sheikh Mujib, Bengali. Preface. Left square bracket 201 right square bracket Honors Mother of Humanity by Channel 4. Left square bracket 202 right square bracket Planet 50 and Edge 50 Champion by UN Women. Left square bracket 203 right square bracket Agent of Change Award by Global Partnership Forum. Left square bracket 203 right square bracket In 2018, Sheikh Hasina, 70, has been ranked the fourth senior head of state based on age in Asia, while Malaysian leader Mahathir Mohamad is the world's oldest. Left square bracket 204 right square bracket One of the Time 100 in 2018, where she was praised for accepting Rohingya refugees but criticized for stumbling badly on human rights and exhibiting a tendency toward authoritarianism by presiding over a government that uses extrajudicial killings and enforced disappearances to quash criticism and suppress political dissent. Left square bracket 205 right square bracket 59th place on Forbes list of 100 most powerful women in the world. Left square bracket 206 right square bracket degree of Doctor of Law by the Boston University on 6 February 1997. Left square bracket 207 right square bracket Honorary Doctor of Law by the Waseda University. Left square bracket 208 right square bracket of Japan on the 4th of July 1997. Honorary Doctorate of Philosophy in Liberal Arts by the University of Alberta Dundee on the 25th of October 1997. Left square bracket 207 right square bracket The Felix Houphouet Boigny Peace Prize by the UNESCO for 1998. Left square bracket 209 right square bracket Left square bracket 210 right square bracket Mother Teresa Award by the All India Peace Council in 1998. Left square bracket 207 right square bracket M.K. Gandhi Award for 1998 by the Mahatma M.K. Gandhi Foundation of Oslo. Norway. Left square bracket 207 right square bracket awarded Medal of Distinction in 1996 and -97 and 1998 and -99 and Head of State Medal in 1996 and -97 by the Lions Clubs International. Left square bracket 211 right square bracket honorary degree of Desiccottima, Doctor of Literature, honoris causa, by the Visva University of West Bengal, India on 28 January 1999. Point left square bracket 207 right square bracket left square bracket 212 right square bracket the series medal left square bracket 213 right square bracket left square bracket 214 right square bracket by the Food and Agriculture Organization for 1999 left square bracket 207 right square bracket left square bracket 215 right square bracket Doctor of Law left square bracket 216 right square bracket honoris causa by the Australian National University on the 20th of October 1999 left square bracket 207 right square bracket honorary Doctor of Law by the University of Dhaka left square bracket 217 right square bracket on the 18th of December 1999 left square bracket 207 right square bracket honorary Doctor of Humane Letters by University of Bridgeport on the 5th of September 2000 left square bracket 207 right square bracket the Pearl S. Buck Award left square bracket 218 right square bracket by the Randolph College on 9 April 2000 left square bracket 207 right square bracket name Paul Harris Fellow by the Rotary Foundation. Left square bracket 207 right square bracket Indira Gandhi Prize for 2009 left square bracket 219 right square bracket left square bracket 220 right square bracket Doctor of Literature honoris causa by the Tripura University in January 2012 left square bracket 221 right square bracket left square bracket 222 right square bracket left square bracket 223 right square bracket left square bracket 224 right square bracket UNESCO Peace Tree Award for her commitment to women's empowerment and girls' education in 2014 left square bracket 225 right square bracket UN Environment Prize for Leadership on Climate Change. Left square bracket 226 right square bracket Doctor of the University honorary by the Sherry Bengal Agricultural University on the 16th of November 2015 left square bracket 227 right square bracket Doctor of Letters honorary by the Kezi Nazrul University, West Bengal, India on the 26th of May 2018 left square bracket 228 right square bracket left square bracket 229 right square bracket recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award, Champions of the Earth, in 2015 left square bracket 230 right square bracket in popular culture in 2018 Hasina appears in the title role in a Dekadrama Hasina, A Daughter's Tale, directed by Rizor Rahman Khan Pipli. Left square bracket 231 right square bracket left square bracket 232 right square bracket on 1 February 2021. Hasina was referred in Al Jazeera's 64-minute documentary All the Prime Minister's Men.